Okay, now we just... Who's ready to cry? I hope you guys refreshed, because welcome to the new installment of Shocktober of What Remains of Edith Finch. We have a backpack, we have flowers, and this journal.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Who made this house, first of all? Cause this is...
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Wow, that's awful. Why?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
No one wanted to pay the bills? That seems irresponsible.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Aww. Poor Lewis.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
That sounds so depressing.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
That's kind of fucked up. Thanks, Mom.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof prints. Horses? Ah, deer. I was gonna say mooses. Hi, deer. What's a beautiful stag like you doing out here? Oh, it left me. Like all beautiful creatures, it left me. I'm not crying because of the game right now. I'm crying because a beautiful stag left.
Even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Edith, Milton, Lewis, Gus, Gregory, Don, Sam, Walter, Odin, Eddie, Sven, Calvin, Barbara, Molly.
That only the house knew the answers to.
That is depressing. Keep going.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
This is a terribly built house. I mean, look at this. It's like a giant, I don't know, fire hazard because of how it's built and structured. People would have obviously died from...
The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
I bet it fucking did.
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I'd be afraid too! It's a goddamn death sentence to live here! Who in their right minds would want to live in this horrifyingly poorly built house? The base level, fine.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Close the thing. Walk away. I mean, to any architects that are probably watching this This structurally is not sound. This is crafted by a good contractor or renovated properly. This is a death sentence to anyone that is on that side of the house that I'm pointing towards. The rest of it, okay, maybe some kind of plant allergy, vine damage, probably something you can fix up and renovate. But that part right there is very precarious and people will die. Fuck this. Nice patio, though. Wonderful garden. Wonderful garden. The rest of the house, though, that's debatable. They wanted kids and family members to die in this house. Does the key unlock the truck? Emmy! Hey girl! How you doing? Welcome to the new installment of Shocktober, where we're doing What Remains of Edith Finch. Are you ready for the feels train? Because I only remember a little bit of this game. If I remember barely anything. Okay, we've tried the front part of the house. I've done my rant about how that's structurally unsafe there. Let's see. Last time we were streaming something for Shocktober was merely a couple minutes ago with Limbo. I'm great, Emmy, because of what today is the 20th, which is an important day for the missus. It was all 9 months ago. Door! What the? Bitch!
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Why didn't you try the key with the door?
The power had been turned off the night we left.
But why didn't you try the key on the door? You have a key. Why didn't you try it on the door? Fuck, man. Yes, power's out because the family.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Let's see. Wine. Canned tuna. Apple pie.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
In loving memory, Lewis Finch, December 27th, 1988 to November 21st, 2010. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, grandson to Eddie. Memorial service, Finch Family Cemetery, 2141 Fireweed Road. Huh. Edith, Eddie, Lewis, Dawn. Lewis kind of reminds me of my son-in-law. Let's see, Crockpot, the Northwest Chef, the Pacific Pantry, Flavors of India, Turning the Sea, oh, Taming the Sea, from Cove to Stove, a Viking's Belly, Tasting Thailand, the Nordic Cookbook, Weird Recipes, Weird Science, flour, saltwater, yeast, another copy of the Northwest Chef, of Dirty Dishes, Chinese food.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Cosmic Cuisine, The Pleasures of Japanese Cooking, another copy of Flour, Salt, Water, Yeast, another copy of Flavors of India. There's a lot of copies of the same type of cookbooks.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was
so,
like a bomb had gone off. killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Wait, what the hell is that in the bowl? Like, Jesus Christ, man.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Welcome home. Let's see. Oh, it's a bunch of noodles and rice. So they had lau mein for their last dinner here. Oh, that's depressing as fuck! Emmy, we need to put you somewhere safe. 'Cause you, dear baby child, you're oftentimes too sick and we worry about you. Again with the same copy of books, did the people just decide to say, hey, these books look nice, let me just buy multiple copies and spread them everywhere? 'Cause everyone wants to read the exact same book I'm reading in the goddamn kitchen that no one seems to clean up, or this fucking dining room table.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
I like this tree stump table. That's an idea
Even
for
the
later.
fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
I'm sorry, what? Also, this big-ass TV. Fucking huge-ass TV. Like shit. Aww. Baby pictures. Ah. Wok and tempura, the hunter's roast, wild feast, Pacific Coast seafood, a pie for pleasure. Tales of taste and tummies, made of meat, a good table, Cross Creek Cookery, Fanny Farm Junior Cookbook, Hel Eden von de Jorgen Weather, Raw Fowl, and more of the same. Carrying the American flag.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, hi, Barbara.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Welcome back, Blaze. Wait, is that Bigfoot? Barbara Finch. I'd like to know her story a little bit better. The fields are slowly approaching.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
That's...
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Oh, joy! Okay. Let me try upstairs.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
That's disturbing.
Edie's father Odin built the original house.
Barbara?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Introducing Barbara Finch, also starring Bill Bunton as Bigfoot. in the film My Friend Bigfoot, coming to theaters this fall in the year of 1956. Remember, Bigfoot's alive. Good for Nick. Good for Nick. He does this because he loves you. Also, this house gives me the creeps. Am I the only one that feels that way? Like this house gives them the creeps? Like, I know I'm protective. Like, my family knows I am super protective about all of them. But even I wouldn't go this far as to seal all the...
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Wow.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Okay, so we're about to read into Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
I have a sad feeling about this.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
I don't trust anything going on right now.
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Um... Um...
The babies were all gone.
Okay, I have a lot of feelings going on right now. A lot of them sad. What the hell did I do to myself to make this an actual thing? I can't go back to the room? What the... Fine. Go through this the full-blown sad way. We all feel that way about something, Amy. I would be more focused, but I'm just too enraptured with this game right now. Which I know is like a shitty excuse, but...
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
No, I hear you.
Now I was up in the big tree. All I cared about was I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
What the hell is going on with this child's mind? Okay, I enjoy the whole thing about this kid saying that she turned into a cat. And now... Oh no. Oh no!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I did too. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Why?
I was a shark.
What the fuck? Why? Now I'm crying over me killing those poor innocent rabbits, man.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Well, are you a thief because you stole his Oreos? I'm sorry, Blaze. I was in the middle of almost crying, so you have to excuse me for a minute.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Not the seals! No! Not the seals! No!
I tore off my flipper.
Oh!
It tasted really good.
Oh! Oh God! Why? Why am I doing this? Why? 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 What did the fucking seals do to me?
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I feel so wrong. This isn't what I wanted.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I don't
I
like
was
this.
big, but I moved real quiet.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like killing animals, man. It
I
makes me.
wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I don't like killing animals, man. This made me very uncomfortable and very sad. Like, fuck this kid's imagination. This is actually just in her head.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Welcome back, Coyote. You just missed me actually sobbing my eyes out from murdering animals. Dear God, Molly is just... I don't know... No. No, you blind bitch. Jesus fucking Christ. No, you blind bastard. You brought pancakes to share. That's nice. There, Coyote. Could you bring me back my tears? What the hell just happened?
I got closer and closer. my stomach started growling.
Okay.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay. Let's never speak of this
I'm
again.
not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Let us never talk about that again. Ever. God. So many fucking tears. I almost shed today.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum.
Great. Odin?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Nope. Edith? Edith! Oh, for the love of fucking Christ. Dragon kills Finch. Tragedy strike Sven.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
So far, this house made me uncomfortable, and now I feel feelings. I don't like feeling feelings, guys. I hate
Louis
this.
died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Grandma Edie was a trip. I can respect it.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I don't like feeling feelings, guys.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
What's with all the taffeta and shit? Like all these tassels and whatnot.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. Alright, next feels train.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh, fucking joy. Way too much goddamn pink. Okay, we found a dark room.
He'd refurbished. He never put it down.
An old dark room. Sweet. What's the next feels train that we're gonna be going over in this? What, someone see something they saw too much of and then got shot to death? I'll believe anything right now after I had to kill those poor innocent rabbits. Oh. And now people are just like, but V, you've killed a lot of people in your games. I'm like, yes, I did. I chose to. They knew what was up. They knew what the risks were for fucking with me. Not these poor defenseless animals. Calvin Finch. Stuff. Strong. It's fine, Emmy. It's fine. I'll get over it. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. Also, Calvin Finch kind of looks like a younger, less coked out Hunter S. Thompson. There has to be something in here that I'm missing. Okay. A lot of newspapers, timer belt, the adjusting stuff for the old-fashioned camera station. There has to be something I'm missing here. Not the light bulb. Seems like I'm too early for this. But again, probably at the right exact moment, at the right time. Fort Calvin. Now, who's Calvin again, and why should I discern him from the rest?
Had a twin.
Oh, twin. Grandpa Sam's twin.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Some people just don't like history. What's this?
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh no.
I told him going around was impossible.
Oh no.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Oh no.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh no.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I
Oh
didn't.
no. Oh no.
I think he'd
No no no
already
no
made
no.
up his
No no no. No 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 no. I don't do heights. No 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 no. No 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 no. I don't do heights. No 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 no. No 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 no. No 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 no, 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 oh, God. Okay, free, let's fuck out, freak the 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 fuck out. Oh god, 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 no, 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 no!
And he did.
I am not a heights person. That was so uncomfortable. Oh god.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
At the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Oh god. Let's see. 1961, 1968. That is so sad. Okay. Cobra Battalion Bravo Company certification of achievement is presented to Samuel Finch for obtaining a 120 department grade in the third quarter of the 1967-1968 school year. Huh. Good for Grandpa Sam.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Sam Finch, most improved player. Sorry, I'm trying to read things on my foot. I'm in a lot of feels right now. Oh snap! Okay, the Finches are super weird, yet super into these puzzles. I'm kind of living for it.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, hi,
I
Barb.
always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh, there's me! Guys! I'm in this room! Guys, it's me! I'm on the wall! And there's a cat. But there's a me! There's a me! And the strange labyrinth. And there's me! With an airplane! And a weird looking cat thing! And a poster! Underneath some books. Bob Street. Dreadful Stories.
Of
Guest
all the
starring
stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here.
With another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, baby. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
Oh,
So
shit.
Barbara went
Oh,
to
hi,
the phone,
Jess.
right
Hey,
down
girl.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
How you doing, Smessy?
She found Rick's clutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Just woke up from a nap? Lucky. I wish I had a nap. Maybe after the stream.
Both ribs rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
Late little picture show.
Later,
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there?
Oh!
Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, we're dead, Walter.
Walter might indeed be dead, Barb. And who authorized the Halloween music? Is Mike Myers around? Am I gonna get sued today? And also, is Jess gonna become my newest Twitch wife? We will never know. Probably not this door. Or was it that door? Nope, this door.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Like if Walter went missing?
I returned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he told me twice he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Don't worry about it, Emmy. Don't worry about it, alright?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Not yet, Blaze. Not yet. Soon, though. But not yet. We almost got this bitch dead to rights.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Okay, this is starting to get a little ridiculous.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh, shit!
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her.
Wow.
Her ear.
Whoa!
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
So, what's the real story? Like, the ear part is probably real, but what's the real story?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Bigfoot, that damn comic, Barb Street. There has to be more to the story than what the comic was trying to infer. Happy birthday, Barbara, from this several decades old cake. A lot of cinema books. This truly does give away about her just trying to master the craft of being an actress. If you want to be technical, all these books from a film student, I am honestly not disappointed. This is kind of well executed stuff to detail. I'm almost impressed. I'm almost like, whoa. Well, down we go.
I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Well, that was a less fucked up story. I mean, it's still fucked up, but it's
funny.
less
All those
fucked
times
up.
I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Okay, am I just stuck up here now, or... Oh, here we go, stairs. I'm blind, can't you tell? Sweet, key. Well, down we go. table. Who wants to play pool? I'll play the first game, and then Blaze can play winner. Oh, a saw blade.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Those shots never helped me.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Oh, alright, we all down for some pool. Alright, cool. Alright, loser has to buy everybody lunch.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Blaze, come on now. No one wants to see me naked.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Oh yeah, the story of
She said
Walter.
after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Everyone dies young in these fucking stories.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
All
Having a
this
schedule
for some
led me
nice
for
old
today.
can of
I always expected
peaches.
to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you can be used to anything.
Walter has not been the same
Even a
since
monster
Barb's
on
death.
the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
That's great. Eat your peaches.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Afraid of what? Peaches!
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
30 goddamn
I'm
years of
done
eating
waiting.
peaches.
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Walter? Oh, there's a bunker! I think this is probably the oldest
it's out
death
there
so far.
somewhere.
Because
Whatever
we all
killed
know
Barbara.
Walter's dead. Whoever killed
Molly. And Calvin.
Oh.
Maybe
Right.
this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month.
Only have a year left.
Or
Oh.
a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
Did Walter have a
I can already
disease?
imagine the sun on my face.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Did,
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Okay, so that was quite the death
Maybe
there.
she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But
Oh.
if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
We all make the
Trying to bury
same kind of
something that's still
mistakes for some stupid reason or another.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves
Blaze.
are the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh, Walter. You didn't have to die this way. And this island is gorgeous.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
If I were to own an
Maybe
island
it'd be better
someday...
if all this just died with me.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, Edith.
But I thought you should know about your family.
My family? I don't even know you. I'm
And
not
the
a
history
Finch.
You're a part of.
Edith, stop smoking that crack. I'm not part of you. Oh, wait, this letter isn't for
To be
me.
honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
For what it's worth, I get it. We all have families that believe in curses. Some of us feel like we're cursed to be unhappy forever from something that somebody did some generations ago. Coyote, you want to know the funny thing? I know how the game ends. I just don't remember anything in between, like how it begins in the middle. I know the ending. I just like being an asshole because you're watching. Up the stairs we go.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
No, what seems impossible... Coyote, I'm not gonna spoil it for people that have never played the game. Jeez. But still, what seems impossible once again is how structurally this is built for that part that I'm staring at right now. The base part of the house, you can renovate and save. That right there. If there was no real structure keeping it together, that is a hazard that would endanger several people's lives. Also, I remember the ending because Valley streamed this like last year, so I know how it
I
ends.
think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Well, death is nothing to be scared of.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
I'm not giving no hints. I'm not some basic streamer. I don't give hints. I just act like I don't know so everyone else can feel like they don't know.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but...
Yeah, they gonna look very stupid, Blaze. You are not wrong.
the pet cemetery may be more uncomfortable than the human one.
I feel uncomfortable with pet cemeteries in general.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Let's see. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Burpee, Derpy, Derpy Jr., Chirpy, Furpy, Lurpy, Zerpy, Zoe, Coco, and Fucker. No, Tucker. I'm sorry. The darkness made the tea look like... Oh my god. Oh god damn it. Oh fucking Christ. What is
Sven
with
built the
my...
house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Let's see. Barbara with the star. Walter with the cave. Edie with the book. Sven with the saw. Dawn with the rocket. Molly with the kitty. Oh. And this big ass tree. This is both morbid but also sweet. Grandma Edie knew that people were gonna die, but wanted to make sure that their tombs were very well commemorated. That's very touching. And a little sad. I feel like I'm gonna actually cry. Oh god, I feel tears in my eyes now. Anyway. About this damn house. If I could just see, that'd be great. If only my screen were a bit brighter, or if this darkness had some stars that would help me see shit. I'm trying not to cry, Blaze, so I'm trying to be as much of an asshole as I possibly can. Oh, look, stairs. But now, just get to the stairs. Okay, game. I see the stairs. I see that I need to climb the stairs. But I'm trying to keep my emotions together by not breaking my controller. Just take me to the damn stairs. Take me to the damn stairs, you son of a bitch. Oh, why do I even bother? And I need to fix somebody's certification stuff about work. Because they're just like, I need... No, because I really want to find all that stuff in my off time.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Oh.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Odin. The house is gone, man.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
About? Hey, Grandpa Sam.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory, Gus.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
I do, Jess, I do.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along.
For you to go on a soul...
someday.
Oh, for you to come back
Find
someday.
everything out for myself.
Well, thanks, Mom. Now I get to be a sobbing mess all alone. Aw, thanks, Jess.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
22... Why would you do this when you're 22 weeks pregnant? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Time. Time. I get wanting to do all this soul-searching journey stuff. I do. I don't mind that. But if you're gonna be climbing, going through dirty environments, having all this sort of stuff where you have anything happen that could cause the infant inside your body to end up dead. Why would you do this at 22 weeks pregnant? Like, I already know who the real person is that's reading the journal. I already know that. But to tell the story of you're doing this at 22 weeks pregnant is... Oh my god!
I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
That is some fucking ridiculous bullshit. I'd be a little bit better if she just said that she was just maybe 6 weeks pregnant. I wouldn't mind that kind of detail. But 22 weeks. 22 weeks. That is a problem for me in so many regards. If Amy was that far along and she was trying to do this, I'd be
Instead
pissed.
Of death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
That's nice for your grandpa. I'm more focused on you, Edith. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh my god!
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Not you, Emmy, Edith! I could let just maybe 3 to 6 weeks pregnant go by, but not 20 goddamn 2! Oh my god! I'm not gonna let this go! Oh, hi, Grandpa!
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? please just take the damn picture?
Hey, language.
Yeah, Dawn.
Do you want to get a
Language.
picture of me or what?
Where are you then?
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw.
Okay, there's the Boyd.
You're right, Dad.
Oh, no, I'd rather take photos of nature, because why the fuck not? Beautiful tree. It's like Bob Ross painted this whole thing. Speaking of Bob Ross, I've been on a huge kick of watching him again lately. Don't ask why. But one of my friends wants to try and... Yes, Bob Ross is a badass. And yes, Emmy, that's why I'm just like, I don't care if like you're 6 weeks doing this. It's fine. Do whatever it takes to just find out the mysteries. But 22 weeks is a problem. It is not fine, Jess, to be 22 weeks doing this. These flashbacks, sure, let the flashbacks happen. 22 weeks of trying to adventure, be this, then the third thing? God, no. God fucking no. This is just no. Just so much no. No, I know you're being sarcastic, Jess, but I'm just like, no. Edith fucked up. You don't go through this whole mess 22 weeks in your pregnancy. That is a big no. I can't stress that enough because I know if Effie or Mooney did this, I would come back from the grave and pretty much just be shaking them like I'm a British nanny. Boat. Anyway. The mysteries of nature. These damn mountains. And, oh, it's a Shannon. Hi, Shannon. What's up? We just started playing this game where a 22 weeks pregnant woman is trying to find out the mysteries of her family, where I was an owl that killed innocent rabbits like a monster. Killed some people, didn't mind that. Then we experienced things of me having a nope moment because I'm afraid of heights, and it made me feel like crawling inside because it made me uncomfortable. As this kid flew to his death, probably breaking his neck. Then we were a scream queen that got possibly murdered by some suspect.
Hey!
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Oh, God.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
The stag!
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
A beautiful, beautiful stag.
Dad,
Let me get behind you.
It's okay, little Dawn.
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Why?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Why, in all of God's name, would you do this, Sven?
of all these stories,
that's
the one I
Sam.
wish most
Never mind.
that my mom had told me.
Even more, why would you do this? That poor deer did nothing to you. Taking a small innocent child and then witnessing her father getting murdered by a still twitching stag. You horrible, horrible man. This game is harming my animal rights heart. I don't want animals to get murdered like this. Am I someone that says we shouldn't eat meat? No. Meat has its purpose. I just don't want people to murder animals because it's for fun. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. This is horrible. I mean, the deaths, sure, those give the feels, but God. And then there's you, Edith. 22 fucking weeks pregnant, doing all this climbing and this excavation. What if you fall? What if you fall and then the baby ends up fucked up, if not automatically stillborn? That is not a fun feeling to all of a sudden know your kid is dead. I don't want to go through... Coyote, why? I have a feeling the only way to get through here is through another secret passageway. There's always a secret passageway in this house. There has to be another secret oh, fucking course it is! 'Cause nothing's normal about this goddamn house, man.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Of course, they both lost a lot. She lost the dad, and her mom lost a husband. Oh, hi! I love you too, Jess. What? Hold up. What? What? Did I see this right? Divorce contract. A lawsuit has been filed against you. You have 20 calendar days after this summons to serve on you to file a... Son of a bitch! It kinda does, Coyote. It kinda does. Okay, I won't be able to read all of this, so fuck it.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
What's wrong?
Time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
So, what his world was like. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw. It sure made him happy. I know how silly it sounds. I worried about it.
Who lit this baby on my goddamn speakers? Get out of here, baby!
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't...
Fucking weird ass baby.
I wish you could have told us about the world we saw. There's so much I don't understand.
It was a baby. What's there to understand?
About everything.
Babies do strange things. And his spirit animal was a goddamn frog. Also, the baby is drowning to death. You guys are terrible fucking parents. I would have taken the baby out when the last phone call went.
I'm sure he's happy. You want him to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
No wonder she divorced you. Shit. She was so distraught over the baby. Either that or you had a lot of issues. Yeah, Kay probably had a lot of issues with Sam. A lot of issues. Dawn?
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
What wedding?
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
What?
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Your father beat you? Hold up, rewind, hold up. What?
Though he'd never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
But your father beat you. I'm sorry, can we go back to this? Because that seems like it's very fucking important. Like, are you not gonna expand on the fact that your dad was physically abusive? No?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Are we not gonna cover the fact that you were in a domestically abusive household?
And panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Seriously, I'm very concerned right now that this whole family is just like, why are none of you gonna mention the fact that you were in an abusive household with a dad that would beat you? Sure, it wasn't hard or super painful, but still abuse, you ass. I have so many concerning questions.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
I feel like this is kind of... I know this is gonna be tragic, but shouldn't we focus on the fact that you guys were beaten?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Jesus fucking Christ. This family needs help.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Jeez. Jesus. God damn. Oh, wow. There's so much wrong in this family. If they fuck up, sure, but it sounded more like it was actual physical abuse.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
I like her mom's room, though. She was, fly to India, mathematics, geography, India, 10 ways to teach critical thinking, I like this handwriting. I like this handwriting. This looks beautiful. I'm at peace right now. Let's ruin my peace.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
So she's half white, half Indian. That's really pretty.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Religion, we don't talk about on this stream. Anyway. With this house being... Oh, interesting map. Too bad it means absolute dick. Now about the secret way out. Oh, people on the back. Yeah, that's normal. I kind of just tune out, honestly. Plus, my neighbors next door are super fucking loud. Prices of living in Baltimore. Cannot wait to move next year, so it'll be a little bit quieter. Skateboard, obviously. Your handwriting? Not really. I mean, sure, me and my eldest are like huge on English because she's on the debate team and I'm a writer. But I don't really stress about people's handwriting. Mostly because I've learned how to replicate people's handwritings for the day I've become one with little children again. Okay, so Sam, he beat his kids and died to a stupid death. Gregory died in the bathroom as a toddler. Gus, he was horribly, horribly murdered after a wedding. And Dawn, no idea. Also, still mad that a 22-week pregnant woman is doing all this. And most importantly, I'm just wondering, how unlucky are these fucking children? Hell, how unlucky is this whole entire goddamn family? And as we climb this whole thing again, so I can find the secret compartment that'll lead me out of this godforsaken shithole. Window! To the window! To the
My mom
wow!
moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Milton, Edith, Lewis, let's see, Basil, Sage, Thame, Mint.
And to see kids in the house again.
Some plants.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Yeah, this completely safe addition that is totally not unsafe and will probably get us all killed someday.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Let's see. Edith with Barbara, Gus, Molly, Sven, Calvin, Sam, Odin, Gregory. Lewis rules with a C.
But it didn't last.
Nothing involving family ever lasts. Nice computer. To teach and to love. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom by Dawn Finch. Okay, it's a little pixelated, but I can make out a few words. I can't really say them, otherwise I'd be like, God damn it. Scientific method. 1. Observation. 2. Question. 3. Research. 4. Hypothesis. 5. Experiment. 6. Data. 7. Conclusion. Not wrong.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
I feel very unsafe at this part of the house. Let's see. Odin, Edie, Dawn, Milton, Lewis. Okay. Still very unsafe. Matter of fact, Emmy, if I ever hear you do anything like this at 22 weeks pregnant, I will be pissed. Best believe I will be pissed.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Painting a portal, a door, and then vanishes. I think Milton might be alive.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
I don't think Milton's dead. Call me crazy, but I don't think Milton's
Mom
dead.
spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Maybe he just ran away from home. We'll never know.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Maybe he just wanted to run away. It happens. I did it. That's how I ended up in all of this.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh, no, not the cannery. Now this I remember. Okay, Coyote, take your time. I'm really pushing my time limit right now. Ooh. I really want to finish this game in one sitting.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh, he got a hookah! And he's a proponent of marijuana. I would have loved Lewis. I would have been like, that's my best friend, that's my best friend, that's my best friend.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Got them little weird chicks screaming, that's my best friend. Okay.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
For weed?
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
There's nothing wrong with weed, dog.
He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Welcome back, Coyote.
wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
He found Diablo 3!
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
Like he's on crack.
So I let him go on.
Lewis, throw the damn fish!
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Oh, a dog! Hi, dog! Dogs
On the edge of a
great.
city he named Lewis-topia. He built the city up
Lewis-topia.
slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Nothing wrong with
Then
that.
one day it struck him.
He could have made a
All
video
the
game out of all
clearing
this.
Even the stones under his feet were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Fish!
held an election for mayor.
Did he win for
And he
mayor?
won.
I was hoping the trumpet guy
They
won.
begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Dude should have been a game designer. His
Conquer a
daydream
city,
is
then immediately
amazing.
push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality.
Should have made a killing making video games.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Dawn, I can't see you, therefore you don't exist.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Fuck it.
handsome queen.
Oh, right. Fish. I don't know if that was supposed to imply that Lewis was gay or straight, but I just chose the queen because of my current situation. Don't judge
The queen
me.
was on her own quest for
Because why not sinister serpents?
He followed the sound of her
Silver harp.
silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
I got a shit ton of fish right now. Lewis, you go with the
But he
queen.
seemed proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
He made a video game. Seriously, make this a video game. It
For
seems
someone who'd never
interesting.
known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
To get with Queen What's-Her-Tits.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
LP Brown Cannery. Shiny door. Lockers, lockers. Detergent. Cleaner, something else. Legalized weed, man, with some hookahs. Imperial Palace. 389 Starcrop Avenue. With the Orca Islands, Washington, order today. And look at his... Wait, is that like the model for like a Switch? Or like a 3DS? Damn, son! And you got some Chinese food in this locker? Dude!
I began to forget world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Hello.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Lewis? This is Lewis. Lewis?
I still thought I could save him.
Well, goodbye, Lewis.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
This is where my heart drops.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
His faceless companions.
Including the wise Calico who had insisted on advising him.
This is not gonna end pleasantly, Lewis.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Guys, stop the music. Why are you cheering for this? Stop the music. Stop the music. This is not a happy occasion. Guys, I'm going to die. Why are you just cheering for this? Why aren't you guys saying anything with your faceless faces? Can't you tell I'm gonna die? That's a guillotine. You guys don't know what those are for? Oh my god. I need a lawyer. Where's my lawyer?
Bend down his head.
Oh, hey, Queen, what's her tits?
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Okay, heart did in fact drop.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
I'm sure he was, Edith. I'm sure he was. Jesus Christ, this game. Welcome back, Emmy. You just missed me in my most ultimate feels, where even though I was joking, I was probably sobbing on the inside. And yeah, I love his room too. I sincerely love Lewis's room the most, because it just looks like how I feel every day. Oh, San Juan Ale. Like, I would love to have that by my bedside. You know, if Amy wasn't trying to make me a better person. Also, he has a hammock bed, or hammock chair. 2 hammock chairs, which was sweet. I loved it. But now, the 22-week pregnant lady must go on. The journey awaits.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish wish we'd stayed.
So many missing flyers from Milton.
But I understand why we left.
Poor Grandma
My mom
Edie,
ended up
though.
leaving everything behind.
Poor
What
Grandma.
happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Jesus Christ.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
About that last... Okay.
The whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
That's sad.
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Okay, then. Let's
the power had been
just...
shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
To the library!
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
There's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Whoa.
That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
I didn't do it.
God, it smelled awful.
I didn't do it.
I've seen that house every day of my life.
I did not raise the water so the tide would be low. You have no proof I did this. All I did was kill a god that controls water.
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
And also I may have killed a god that can freeze water.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Don't lose your way, Grandma.
I got turned around.
You saw nothing, Blaze. You saw nothing.
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Oh, a deer. Wait, get back here, deer. I'm obsessed with animals today.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Well, Coyote.
When I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
But yes, Coyote, I hope you're happy that I've been playing this, because I feel like I'm gonna, as soon as I end stream, go cry in the corner somewhere.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Grandma, no!
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Where did Grandma go? Or sorry,
After that,
Great-Grandma.
we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
Not you! Although I wish we got a picture of Odin now that I think about it.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
As we come out of your
But now I
vagina.
hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
And did you?
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Ah.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Edith Finch. February 14th all the way to January 16th. 16th or 18th. And her son looks very, very well appealed. And the house got renovated. Sort of. Well. Aww. Poor Sherry. Rest in peace, Shirley. I misread that terribly. I'm sorry, Shirley's family. But, yeah, that was What Remains of Edith Finch. I'm depressed now. It was a beautiful experience. I cry, I sob, I cry and sob until I can't cry and sob no more. It was beautiful, it was strange. I have no words. This was an experience. And I have no idea what you said, Emmy. It's just blank. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. God, I feel like crying right now. Oh, trophy earned. Thanks, Johan. I won't be streaming the stuff I'm going to be looking forward to in my own time. I'll be downloading all the stuff that I'll be doing for Shocktober myself to do by myself, so that I can focus solely on those things. But I'm going to set up for a raid for somebody that's doing a final thing. So, as soon as the credits are done, we'll be going over to do the raid. Until then, I want you guys to tell me all of how you guys felt about this game. I'll probably miss it because my stream thing is just... I want to stay Blaze, but unfortunately my time limit is only until 6. My time limit is only until 6. Oh, Emmy was crying. I'm sorry, Emmy! I'm sorry! But how did you guys feel about this game? Like, tell me how you all felt. I really want to genuinely know how you all felt about this game, because I know Coyote loves this game. She loves this. I'm sad now. I'm deeply, deeply fucking sad right now. All the play testers, you guys knocked out of the park when you said this game was ready. Oh my god. Special thanks to every one of you guys. You guys rock. Sexy Santa Monica. I'm gonna be tearing you a new one though. Oh, press the button way too soon. The Edith Finch team, 2012-2017. The end. The replay a story option is now available. Select E to play from the beginning. No. Not at all. Instead, I'm just going to end things here.